Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Provo Student Excellence Awards. We are so excited to have you here. My name is Alana Crosby, and I'm an Associate Director in Graduate Student Life and Development, or GSLD, and I am one of your hosts for this evening's ceremony, and I'm extremely excited to be here with you. I'm now going to pass it over to my co-host.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Mana and I am an administrative fellow at GSLD and I'm a master's student in the higher and post-secondary education program. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I am so thrilled to be here. This will be actually my last time ever hosting because I am graduating next month. So I hope we can make the ceremony special for both our in-person and virtual viewers tonight. Each year, this award ceremony has a theme. And as you may have guessed, the ceremony we chose Up in the Air to highlight how TC students have been able to reach new heights. Not only is this theme fun and celebrates the beauty of the world, it also allows us to reflect on how climbing up a hill can be quite the hike. But the journey along the way allows us to reach new heights. We hope this award ceremony makes you feel like the sky is no longer the limit and feel appreciative of the wonderful leadership demonstrated today. There are several guests here tonight and who do not want to miss out on helping us recognize on these incredible awards and nominees.
All right, so before we continue with the ceremony and our sky-high puns, get ready, there's going to be a lot of puns. We have a couple of quick notes. So you're aware tonight's ceremony is being recorded and will be accessible to watch at a later time in case you want to share it with any loved ones who aren't able to experience it today. Or, if you want to see Mana and I as your hosts again. And also, while we know our attendees who are joining us virtually can't hear each other, we wanted to make sure you could still be connected and celebrate with everyone also on the Zoom and here in person. So you can use the comment section to say hi, congratulate award recipients and nominees, and just give shout outs.
All right, let's go ahead and kick things off. Joining us to officially start this year's awards, this year Provo Student Excellence Awards is none other than the Provost himself, Bill Baldwin.
Hello, my goodness, to be, 50 years younger and still have that kind of energy. Wow. I'm Bill Baldwin. I am currently serving, we have to adjust this. There needs to be the word interim in front of there. I've been at the college since, I hate this, when I taught here, I would say, since 1977. I did my doctorate here in the higher ed program. So I've got an incredible wellspring of feeling for this event because I'm also retiring from the college in June. All right, so you have always, whether it's this generation of students or the ones that have come before you over the last 45 years, for me, been what the college is about. I have a good colleague who teaches in the education admin program, and every time we would get into a discussion or a debate, he'd wag his finger at me and say, remember, it's always about the students. And I hope today you get a sense of how excited we are about celebrating everything that you've done to make TC the place that we're really excited and thankful for its efforts to accomplish its mission. I've seen TC evolve over the years, and in my life, there's been no place that can be so astounding and sometimes just a little irritating. All right. But ultimately, it is in that service of what we started with in 1892. Right? What is it that we can do to extend opportunities to individuals who may not have had access to education? And we've just evolved it over the years to think more broadly that it is about teaching and learning in and out of the classroom and across the lifespan. And what we want to do tonight is to celebrate everything you've done to help us try to realize that kind of commitment. Okay, so it's on your shoulders. There was a former trustee who said, we're all given for a brief period of time, a torch that we can carry. And it's our way of carrying the mission of the college forward. So in this way, one of the things I'm doing is I'm handing off the torch that I carried for the last 45 years to all of you. Okay? And I hope it shines as brightly for you as it has for me over the 45 years that I've been here. So I am currently serving as interim provost, and I'm here not to talk about myself, but to celebrate the outstanding work that all of you have done over the past year. You guys, I'm sorry, I have to remember, I'm not rephrase the way I talk. You all have been incredibly instrumental in helping us realize the kinds of commitments that I mentioned, particularly our commitment to promoting equity and excellence. And you play an incredibly, whether you feel it or not, an incredibly pivotal role. Is it me? This is the 2 Zoom meetings today I had to take out and shut down and call in over the phone because whatever was happening on the Zoom meeting was nothing but a lot of interference. But you all have had a significant role in shaping a positive student experience at the college. And that's not light lifting, okay? So on behalf of President Bailey and myself, our thanks, our gratitude, and our deep appreciation for all that you've done. And by way of a few examples, thank you, whoever prepared this for me. You all have hosted more than 260 programs this year, okay? If I could do math, I would divide the number of days of the year by 260 and figure out what that means. But it's pretty darn close to 1 event a day for the entire year. They've covered a plethora of topics: decolonization, sustainability, climate change, multiple Lunar New Year celebrations, alumni socials and panels, and discussions on human rights and everything else. This place would not be as lively or as engaging, and in many of the best senses of the word, as provocative as it can be, if it wasn't for everything that you did and are hopefully going to continue to do for those of you that are still around here. You've also been pretty successful at advocating. I grew up in the 60s, and some of my notions for how to have positive change might have been a little different than yours. But you have managed to bring constructive and positive energy to advocating for change on behalf of students at the college. You've helped us make a set of decisions about, at least modestly in the first phase, increasing wages for student employees. You've helped us think about how we can improve advising, particularly with respect not just to academic advising, but to the ability to give you better advice about the choices that you may make and what options you have as you leave the college. And also, in particular, I'm not going to announce every one of those, but I just want to take a tip of the hat to 2 examples of the intellect and creativity that you all have. And there are 2 competitions that GSLD sponsored. One was called the 3-minute thesis competition for master's students, and the other one was called the dissertation in 5 minutes or less. It made me stop and pause. I think I wrote the world's 2nd worst dissertation. I used to check with, ProQuest to see if anybody even looked at it, but I don't even think I could have read the précis of it in 5 minutes. So I wish those were recorded. Were they? The 5-minute dissertation? I'd love to see them. I didn't have a chance to, but I want to celebrate. Kella, if you're here, where are you? There you are. If you'd stand up. This is the winner of this year's 3-minute thesis competition. So congratulations. And Shell, are you here? Shell? Hello, where are you? Not here? Ah, Shell Parkins, Dr. Shell Parkins, I'm sorry, won the 5-minute competition for dissertation. But more importantly, again, I want to celebrate all of you balancing academic work along with your personal, is that me? Okay. I'm very self-conscious about these things. I remember coming to graduate school. I came here with my wife and 2 children. Both of us were in graduate school at the same time. We had parents that were getting a little older. And so we had responsibilities for trying to be caring about them. I wound up working in a place called the Red Balloon. I don't know if any of you have heard about it. It's a preschool that Columbia University used to sponsor, and I taught 20 hours a week there in order to reduce the tuition. So I have a sense of, as a graduate student, the things you are trying to juggle just to be a graduate student, the things that you have to keep in the air in your personal life, your family life, your work at school, the communities that you are engaged with. So we have so much to be thankful for you and the incredible accomplishments that you've achieved. So on behalf again of President Bailey and myself, our congratulations to all of you. To the student leaders who are graduating, you're responsible now for making us shine even brighter, okay? For those of you who are staying around, I'm still wrestling with, what am I gonna do after 45 years here? So I would have closed by saying I look forward to working with you next year. If I'm not here, annoying some students in a class or two in higher ed, I'm still going to wish you all of the best. Thank you again for making TC all of what it is, and in many respects for all it can be. So have a great evening and enjoy the celebration, okay?
Thank you so much, Provost Baldwin, for those amazing remarks and for being here today. Okay. As Provost Baldwin mentioned, student leaders this year have made a huge difference at TC. I know in my role in GSLD, I've seen students go out of their way to create meaningful spaces for students to bond with one another. And the student excellence certainly did not go unnoticed by TC staff and faculty. So here's what members of the TC community had to say when asked, how have you seen TC students reach new heights this year?
The question of how have I seen TC students reach new heights this year? That's an easy one. TC students are reaching new heights every single day, whether at TC, out in the field, out in the world, doing practicums, research. TC students are change makers and reaching new heights every single moment. But I would say what really comes to my mind is through student advocacy. I've seen so much more of that this year. TC students are helping make really significant changes here for the better for all. I would also have to say student resiliency. That's amazing. But most of all, I feel like TC students are reaching new heights with more kindness, more grace. And that just makes TC such a wonderful community every single day, day in, day out. So keep soaring, students, keep reaching new heights. You've got this, and congratulations.
And for me, the new heights that I've seen students reach is honestly just their perseverance and their resiliency in dealing with difficult situations that may come up while also being amazing students. So proud of you all, TC students.
Our world is finding a new sense of normal, and this year, TC students have reached new heights by just being in community with each other, whether it's studying together in the libraries, having a meal together in Grace Touch Dining Hall or Everett Cafe, dancing, attending events, whatever it may be. I feel like the community is stronger than ever, and it sparks so much joy in me, just like I know being together sparks a lot of joy for them.
On behalf of the ODCA team, I want to send a big congratulatory shout out to all of our excellent TC students and for all of your accomplishments. This year, our TC students have continued to reach extraordinary heights on campus. It is well reflected in the hallways, classrooms, and in the TC student-led events. For example, this year, ODCA awarded 8 student research diversity grants, a new record. The grants support students' academic research. This is a direct reflection of our students' commitment to academic excellence, diversity, community equity, and social justice. Lastly, please continue to lead. Please continue to advocate, and you will always reach new heights.
How have I seen TC students reach new heights this year? From starting new student organizations to hosting case competitions to presenting at conferences, TC students have done it all this year. Thank you so much for all you do for the TC community.
The way I've seen TC students achieve new heights this year is through the number of both international and national conferences that our students have attended and presented in. Continue showing your work to the world, continue making a difference. So proud of you all.
The year of making our comeback after we've been away from each other due to the pandemic. So it was just really, really lovely to see our student organizations back in action with not as many restrictions as we had last year. So there was just so much activity on campus. Our student organizations were constantly programming. Student Senate was back in full action, advocating on behalf of students, getting wage increases for student employees and working on other initiatives. Our student organizations showed up for us at Family Day and are constantly around our office asking us questions or even just hanging out in our lounge. So I'm just really grateful for everything our student leaders were able to provide to each other and to the TC community this year. And to be honest, I just can't wait to see what new heights we reach next year.
I've seen Teachers College students reach new heights in so many different ways. But I think one of the ones that stands out to me the most is how you all have been able to connect with one another this year in some really spectacular ways. It's been really inspiring to see how you all have built community during this year and like created spaces for people to talk about life, things that are happening in the community, in the world, and yeah, just like have that space to be together. I know that there are folks who met during meetups during the beginning of the fall semester who still communicate with one another, who still like get together on campus and off campus. I know our student organizations have had such a variety of different ways for folks to meet up with one another, to be in spaces to talk about social justice issues and what their lived experiences are. And it's just been really cool to see the amount of people coming to events. We're on campus and really making TC feel like this really vibrant community. So that's probably my favorite way that I've seen most students reach new heights this year.
The Office of Access and Services for Individuals with Disabilities, OASID. We have seen our students deepen their connections to the TC community as they navigate their coursework. TC is reaching new heights.
Oh, there we go. I'm very curious to know who OASID was waving to from the plane. That's what I want to know. But a special shout out to the TC staff and faculty for highlighting why TC students are excellent and how they have reached new heights since the start of fall 2022. So this ceremony is one small way for us to appreciate all the hard work and talent that all of you have put into this year. Tonight, we would like to recognize a few outstanding programs, groups, and individuals for enriching the TC experience. Before we present our first award of the evening, we just wanted to congratulate everyone who was nominated for awards tonight. Everyone who was nominated was so deserving. The committee had truly such a hard time deciding on tonight's recipients. At this time, I would like to invite all those who are nominated for an award tonight to please stand if they are able to. And then congratulations to all of you, and everyone who was a nominee tonight should have been presented with a Provost Student Excellence Award pin in honor of their nomination. So if you didn't get that at check-in, make sure to get that before you leave. All right, on to the presentation of this year's awards. we have some special guests, some familiar faces who have been an integral part of both student events and student leadership, who will be helping us present tonight's awards. When your name or group is announced, please come to the stage right over here to get a picture with your award and Provost Baldwin. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Robin Kim, Assistant Director of Admissions, to present the first award of the night.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you all, and congratulations again to all the nominees. I'm going to start off with recognizing the recipients of the Outstanding Community Program Award. This award is given to a student-led program that demonstrated originality, innovation, and creativity. Programs that contribute to the development of intercultural competency and promote social responsibility through engagement in social justice, inclusion, and advocacy are encouraged. Nominated programs could have been held for the first time this year or could be an annual occurrence. This year, we would like to recognize two programs. The first winner of the 2022 to 2023 Outstanding Community Program Award is the International Mother Language Day event hosted by the Society for International Education. SIE celebrated the United Nations International Mother Language Day to promote people's mother languages. They had around 15 student performers perform poetry, songs, and dances in their own languages or trans languages. It was a true celebration of multiple identities, intercultural understandings, and bringing to light hidden identities and stories through the power of language in a context where English is often used the most. This event showed how diverse TC is and how students belong, evade, and traverse multiple linguistic and cultural worlds at the same time. Congratulations again to the students involved in hosting International Mother Language Day. The second winner of the Outstanding Community Program Award is the Invisibility and Erasure: Making Visible Critical Reflexive Methodologies in Research and Education by the George Clement Bond Center for African Education, Columbia University, African Studies Working Group, and Decolonization Study Group. Please join us up on the stage. So decolonization is a crucial discussion that is embedded in their work. The Invisibility and Erasure mini conference helped participants to unshed their experiences with decolonization. The conference started with Dr. Amina Tawasil's keynote, including her project in Iran and the project regarding graffiti in New York and Philadelphia during COVID. Dr. Tawasil highlighted who is doing the work of decolonizing and how to decolonize work that does not produce colonizing results. This conference was a wonderful day of learning and deserves this achievement. Congratulations to both of these programs and to the student leaders who organized them. You all have made us so proud our heads are in the clouds. I'd like to now introduce the next presenter, Karina Nguyen, Assistant Director of Student Employment in TC Next.
Thank you, Robin. I'm thrilled to be presenting the winners of the Exemplary Impact Award this evening. The Exemplary Impact Award is presented to a student group who has demonstrated excellence in effectively executing their mission and goals, efficiently engaging and empowering all members, and has successfully created a significant impact on campus life for the TC community. Nominees have gone above and beyond to connect and collaborate with other student groups and organizations, student leaders, and departments at Teachers College and Columbia University. Nominated groups could include student organizations, a coalition, a working group, a book club, and more. This year, we will be recognizing 4 fantastic student groups. The first winner of the 2022-2023 Exemplary Impact Award is the Social Entrepreneurship Organization, student organization. Come on up to the stage, SEO. Since becoming a recognized student organization at the end of spring semester just last year, SEO hit the ground running programming and reaching out to experts in the field of social entrepreneurship to engage them in opportunities for their members. Their clear vision for the organization has guided them to develop 10 programs ranging in content and area of expertise. They're a spectacular group who are dedicated to reimagining their academic experience. Congrats, SEO. So the next winner of the Exemplary Impact Award is the Organization and Human Development Consulting Club, or Odyssey. Join us up here for your picture, Odyssey. Odyssey have consistently been the organization that goes above and beyond what is asked of them. They are intrinsically motivated to put on events to bolster engagement and professional development. This year alone, they have put on 20 programs ranging in variety from social events to panel discussions from experts in the field of human capital consulting. Odyssey constantly pushes themselves to think outside of the box, and their group dynamics and organization have contributed to a successful year. The next group we would like to present the Exemplary Impact Award to is the Coaching Club. Come on up, Coaching Club. The Coaching Club has given members an opportunity to work with a learning mindset, allowing them to engage as a coach and coachee to understand benefits and strengths of the coaching practice. Leadership team and faculty advisors have given so many opportunities to engage in invaluable experiences, such as working with an external institutional company to coach their employees. The Coaching Club has allowed their members to grow both personally and professionally. Congrats, Coaching Club. So the final recipient of the Exemplary Impact Award is National Student Speech Language Hearing Association, or NSLA. NSLA, come on up. So the NSLA chapter at Teachers College is a student-led group designed to support students completing their master's in communication sciences and disorders, along with reaching out to the community at the local and national level. For example, NSLA has facilitated a buddy system in which first-year students obtain knowledge, advice, and companionship through a second-year buddy. NSLA has also hosted multiple panels focused on a variety of topics: clinical fellowships, working as an SLP as an LGBTQ+ or BIPOC individual, as well as a specific school, hospital, and private practice focused on SLP Q&As. In addition, NSLA has hosted many social events throughout the semester to enhance camaraderie and to help relieve student stress. Thanks to NSLA for all of their hard work. So a massive congratulations to this year's winning student groups. How proud I am of you all soars higher than any balloon. I'd like to now introduce the next presenter, Lema Moliga, the Director of Student Support and Advocacy in the Division of Student Affairs.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I knew I was invited to an award show, but I didn't realize I was also coming to a comedy show. These puns are the highlight of my evening. Karina, thank you so much for that introduction. Let's go ahead and get started with recognizing this year's winners of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. I always tease them like they love to give me tongue twisters. The Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award recognizes students who have made outstanding contributions to the TC community in the spirit of TC alumna Shirley Chisholm and her outstanding legacy. Nominees will have worked hard to enrich the TC student experience as advocates, innovators, and change makers. This award is given to students who exemplify the following quote from Shirley Chisholm, which is, "I have never cared much for what people say. What I'm interested in is what they do."
Wise words. Additionally, recipients of this award are provided with a $500 grant in honor of their leadership. This year, we will be recognizing not one, not two, but 10 trailblazers. Woo! Student leaders who are amazing is when honestly it was difficult to select people, like we couldn't select, we have 10. Without further ado, the first recipient of the 2022-23 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Amelia Jones. Coming up, Amelia. Amelia has served on TC's Student Senate in many different roles. She takes initiative and leads her constituents to really dive into their goals and to seek out opportunities to connect with different departments at TC to best understand their avenues of creating change on campus. Amelia works with senior leadership to advocate for change in the curriculum, the student pay rates, and better communication to the TC student body through their newsletter. Additionally, Amelia has been involved in work to better the experiences of first-generation students here at TC, including TC's first ever First Gen Week. Thanks for all of your dedication, Amelia. Definitely hasn't gone unnoticed. I'd like to present the next award to Jing Young Shui. Come on up. Also goes by Amy, so come on up, Amy. As the president of the Teachers College Taiwanese Club, TCTC, Amy has done an incredible job in hosting and facilitating programs that emphasize and support the Teachers College's Taiwanese community. In addition to supporting her student organization, Amy has organized numerous community building events, bringing not only Taiwanese students, but also students with different backgrounds together to connect with each other. These events helped many students feel a sense of belonging here at TC, and we're so proud of all the work that you've done, Amy. Thank you so much. The next Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is presented to Isma Kafayat. Welcome to the stage, Isma. Isma has enriched the TC experience for everyone in the Deaf and Hard of Hearing program, as well as for everyone who has participated in any event sponsored by the ASL Club. Dedicated to every task she pursues while also sharing her own experiences with hearing loss with students here at TC, Isma is a leader at TC and in the community. With grace, poise, and her own style, Isma has augmented all aspects of the ASL Club, including the ASL Open Class Evenings. Thank you again for all your contributions to the TC community, Isma. I would now like to present the next award to Julia Sicalion. Hopefully I start Sicalion. Julia is an outstanding student leader from the Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages TESOL program. She was a member of Celebration of Teaching both years and took a monumental role in organizing the annual conferences. From there, she became one of the student representatives for Roundtable as a whole. Julia has been the TESOL/AL Roundtable's co-president this year and gracefully led the group and all of their events. Julia is a huge asset to the TC community and has shown grace, drive, and understanding as a leader here at the college. Congratulations again, Julia. The fifth winner of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Carissa Lim. Carissa, come on up. Carissa has embodied advocacy work with the school psychology program here at TC and beyond. She has mentored numerous students and co-founded the School Psychology Advocacy Collective for Racial/Social Equity, also known as SPACE. Writing an approximately 100-page, writing approximately 100-page proposal alongside a team of students to incorporate DEI and create change in the school psychology program. It is evident that Carissa's unwavering advocacy and leadership has created and catalyzed change and growth for the program. Thank you so much for all you do, Carissa. I'm now going to pass things over to Fanny He, Associate Director of Graduate Student Life and Development, to present the final 5 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Awards. But before I go, I wanted to congratulate all the winners so far, and honestly, seeing all of you all that you've accomplished is making me think about when I was younger. I don't know if you know this, but when I was younger, I wanted to be a hot air balloon pilot. It's a thing, and trust me, I looked it up. But that career never really got off the ground. But I'm done. All right, Tanny, your turn.
Thanks, Lemma. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here with everyone today. And so let's just jump right in to announce the next 5 award winners. It's my pleasure to present the next Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award to Nadia Kelson. Come on up. All right. Nadia has been an example of a student who goes above and beyond for their classmates in the counseling psychology program and at TC at large. As a disabilities advocate, Nadia has worked on behalf of students and themselves in need of accommodations through the pandemic by speaking up for others or utilizing the systems in place to come to a satisfying compromise for both parties. In Dr. Melanie Brewster's lab, Nadia has assisted on multiple projects related to minority stress. They are steadfast in their commitment to anti-oppression and reparations achieved through thoughtful study and research. Nadia makes many of their decisions based on empathetic community action. Nadia has extended into their roles as a career peer at TC Next and supporting students by holding the office to a standard of accessibility that centers marginalized voices. Congratulations, Nadia. The next award recipient is Sean Hughes. Sean, welcome to the stage. Sean is a leader of Queer TC and is the true embodiment of an innovator and change maker at TC. Since Sean became a student leader of the organization, Queer TC has flourished. Sean has been indispensable in providing spaces for LGBTQIA+ students to come together. He has provided numerous well-attended events that have connected queer students with one another and provided educational opportunities, including socials, such as the Welcome Party and Spooktacular Celebration, Trans Awareness Week, LGBTQ+ Faculty Roundtable, a film screening of Moonlight with TC's Black Student Network, and the annual Queer Week, which includes brunch, paint and sip, and drag bingo. Thank you, Sean, for all that you've done. Great. I'm excited to present the next award to Teresa Kim. Come on up, Teresa. Teresa has been an active member of the TC community, particularly in her work with the George Clement Bond Center for African Education. In her role as a graduate research assistant, she has launched several new initiatives, including the Academic Collaborators Program with colleagues at universities on the African continent, the introduction of peer advising to support students in our program who have an interest in the African region and the diaspora, expanding the library research orientation to include a tour of the Africana Studies Library at Columbia University, and the training and mentoring of master's graduate assistants. In addition, she took the lead in organizing 2 conferences, one on decolonizing the university and the other on erasure and invisibility in research. For both conferences, there was a wide range of participants, including students and colleagues at TC and colleagues from African institutions. We are so proud of you, Teresa. The next award is being presented to Uzma Chowdhury. Come on up, Uzma. Uzma has been a leader in developing, planning, and facilitating a critical reading group. The group began with the book All About Love by Bell Hooks. Under Uzma's leadership and guidance, students had begun to interrogate the central role of love in dismantling interlocking systems of oppression and shaping the world into one that is more just. Not only have students expanded their definitions of love, but they have also begun to practice a love ethic with one another in the community that Uzma has built. Thanks for providing the space at TC, Uzma. And the final winner of this year's Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award is Yami Sao. Come on up, Yami.
Yami has demonstrated outstanding leadership and initiative in founding the student organization TC Hub of Dancers and organizing events that promote cultural exchange and communication within the TC community. Yami's contributions have undoubtedly made a positive impact on the TC community. Yami founded her student organization in 2022, which demonstrates her dedication, resilience, and ability to drive change. She serves as a role model for others on campus and is deserving of recognitions for her efforts. Thanks so much for everything, Yami. A big hearty congratulations to all of the winners of the 2022 to 2023 Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. You all really heightened our expectation for this year, and I cannot wait to see how TC students continue to soar. I'm going to pass things over to Denise Bonetta, Executive Director of Graduate Student Life and Development, for the final award of the ceremony.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Fanny. So our final award of the night is the prestigious Campbell Award. The Columbia Alumni Association and university trustees present the Campbell Award to graduating students at each school, including Teachers College, and the student shows exceptional leadership, service, and Columbia spirit. The recipient of this year's award is Elliot Huo. Elliot is a leadership team member of Learn Play, a gaming club at TC, an active student organization at the college. His responsibilities in this role have included planning regular game nights where TC and Columbia students come together and build community, as well as providing opportunities for students to analyze board games and video games and their educational impact on children and adults. They implement new creative ways for their fellow students to be involved on campus. Fellow student leaders from other student clubs at TC and Columbia see him as a mentor, collaborator, and supporter. Beyond his role in Learn Play, Elliot has gone above and beyond to actively contribute to the TC community. Elliot has lent his time to numerous admissions panels and events throughout the years, including panels discussing his experiences being a parent while also being a student. Recently, Elliot was a student participant during the interview process for TC's new provost search. And he was chosen for that because of his exceptional initiative and his vast experiences at the college. Additionally, Elliot is quick to volunteer for community programs at TC. When Gottsman's Library was looking for students to host workshops for their speaker series, Elliot was one of their first choices, and he led a session during Graduate Student Appreciation Week. At our first annual TC Family Day, Elliot led workshops teaching TC students and their children about multiple gaming related topics, including virtual reality games. Very popular session. Elliot has had such a lasting impact at the college that he was nominated and won a Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award at last year's Provost Student Excellence Awards for his contributions to TC and Columbia. I just want to say congratulations, Elliot, and on behalf of the Division of Student Affairs, we congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. We're exceedingly proud of you as you leave Teachers College with both your master's and doctoral degrees, and we can't wait to see what you have on the horizon. Give it up for Elliot. So with that, I will pass it back to Mana.
Everyone, please join me in giving a round of applause to all the award recipients. We cannot thank you. I was jumping the gun. We cannot thank you enough for the time and energy that you have devoted to our community over the past year. We are so proud of this year's winners, nominees, and all student leaders. Before we conclude tonight's ceremony, we wanted to thank all the departments on campus that have helped make our student events this year as successful as they have been. These events would have not been possible without everyone in AVI Catering, Business Services, Facilities, the Office of Access and Services for Individuals with Disabilities, the Office of the Vice President for Diversity and Community Affairs, the purchasing team, the TCIT and Media Services, and TC Next. Thank you all so much. You all make a cloudy day go away. We also wanted to give a special shout out to tonight's ceremony's captionist, Yulia. More thank yous. A huge thank you is due to this awards committee, Brianna Jones, Sam Lewis, Lemma Maliga, and Karina Nguyen for all their help in making this year's ceremony happen, and Robin Kim for presenting at the ceremony as well. A thank you to the Graduate Student Life and Development team for helping behind the scenes in tonight's ceremony. And lastly, thank you to Provost Bill Baldwin for his role in ensuring that students are recognized for their incredible initiatives, wisdom, and change that they bring to Teachers College.
And that concludes the 2022-2023 Provost Student Excellence Awards. Thank you all so much for a wonderful year and for joining us in person and virtually. For those of you joining us virtually, feel free to continue using the chat to comment, congratulate, say goodbye. And then for those of you who are here in person, please stick around for the reception. We will be starting that soon. But before we do that, we'd like to invite all of the winners and nominees to the stage for a group photo with Provost Baldwin. We'll let you know when you can come up to the stage. But before you do that, I just wanted to wrap up by saying that it's been such a delight working with everyone and seeing how you all have hiked up that hill to reach new heights. All right, that was the last up in the air pun of the ceremony. Although I hope these puns didn't go over your head. All right. Get it? Height. There, yeah. Okay. Now I'm truly done. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating, and I'm so looking forward to continuing to work with you all for those of you who are returning next year. Enjoy the rest of the day, and thank you again. All right, nominees and recipients, feel free to come up for the group photo. And the reception is open as well. It's Alana's birthday. No, no. Over. Yeah, you go first. This is the last one.
All that I know, you got me at the right time. Keep me in your glow. 'Cause I'm having such a good time with you. Baby, don't you know that you're my gold? For a free ride. I want you to show me a real good time for the rainbow. At least to show up, you showed me the thing that it's coming down on me. Water like misery. It's coming down on me. I'm ready, rain on me. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. Rain on me.